Hello, this is Asaki.folfsky with my first long-form video. Sorry if the audio is crap and my voice is jank. This is my first time. This is completely unscripted. And anyway, I wanted to show you my early 90s desert milsim load. I want to start off by showing you this technically the pants are 1993 dated. The jacket is 1991 dated. The jacket is something I got from a surplus store a while back. It is very good condition for it being so old. The trousers are technically from a different branch. They're navy. I'm going to remove those yellow tabs pretty soon to make it match with the fact that this is supposed to be a interpretation of a Marine in the early 90s. So the thing about a lot of the surplus items you find, their name tapes are gone because a lot of times people will keep those as a souvenir. This is the EGA emblem for those who don't know what it's called, which I assume is not very many people that will be watching this video. The trousers are actually given to me by someone that was the son of one of my old Sunday school teachers, of all people. He was in the Navy for quite a while in his life, and he gave me some of his old stuff. This is moving on to the Alice equipment. This is a somewhat exaggerated load for what someone would be carrying. A lot of people did very stripped down loads. But anyway, it consists of two magazine pouches that can hold 3 30-round magazines, such as, hold on, this is not real, YouTube. This is an airsoft magazine. I swear if you terminate me, it is an airsoft magazine. Moving on, there are 2 canteen covers with canteens inside. I do not have one of the black lid canteens with the gas mask adapter, unfortunately. All the ones I found are surprisingly really expensive. We have something that was seen much more commonly in the Marine Corps, this first aid pouch, which carried a actual full-on kit inside of it, as opposed to what the Army used, it just carried a little bandage. We then have this entrenching tool cover. I don't have a e-tool inside of it. All the ones I've found are, once again, way too expensive. And oftentimes I've found ones that are really rusted out. Surprisingly. Jeez. These things are also really hard to snap back in place. Oh, screw it. And a field pack, the M1956, I believe. This is one of the only things I have on this entire thing that is reproduction. I'm using these suspenders because the genuine ones broke. There's like a little tear right here that went all the way through, so I'm currently working on getting a new real pair of these. Specifically the size long, as my torso is like 2.5 miles long. The belt is somewhat outdated for the era, but some people did still use these belts up until the mid-90s. Most commonly it was seen in the 80s, where people would still be using the old M1963 equipment and M1956 equipment that was used in the Vietnam War, as many people said that the suspenders and belts were more comfortable, despite these ones, the LC2s, being very much more padded and a lot more comfortable for me personally. as opposed to basically a canvas strip you sling over your shoulder. For sidearms, this is a M1911 replica by Game Face, which is a somewhat cheap airsoft brand. Once again, YouTube, airsoft, not real. I swear if you terminate me. Moving on to the primary, yeah, that's my painting of the Titanic. I didn't actually paint that, it's something I bought at a rummage sale. Moving on to the primary armament, we have technically an inaccurate replica. It's of the later variant of technically the same weapon, but the later model with the rails on the barrel shroud. Once again, YouTube, airsoft, orange tip. The mag releases just like the real thing would. The stock extends. The only really different part is this this grip, technically carry handle, which if you see that little hole in the top, for those who are unaware, that's how you would mount a rail up top here before they made these carry handles detachable with a rail that it would attach to. Really, the only things that need to be changed are the barrel shroud and the carry handle. Other than that, this is a very, I'd say, pretty accurate replica. I could do some 3D printing to make a more accurate barrel shroud, as well as a carry handle that slides on via tension and just glue it in place. Now this is the cover. Surprisingly, this looks like one that never really made it into the field, or it's either that or it's one that was from the Navy. I have noticed little pinholes in it, which probably suggests it was from the Navy, because the main difference between Navy 8-point covers and Marine Corps 8-point covers is that originally the Navy would put rank insignia on the cap, and then they eventually switched to putting the the Constitution, their emblem on it. The boots are very inaccurate. These are mostly just like the field pack, and the suspenders are placeholders for when I do get a pair of more historically accurate ones. This is meant for U.S.M C, which stands for Military Simulation. It is a type of airsoft or paintball game that is designed to directly replicate real-world combat scenarios. I do have a replica helmet, although I only have a woodland cover for it. So if I do get a desert, specifically a tricolor desert, I will update you on that. And if I find a cap that fits me much better and has the EGA on it, I'll inform you about that. Once again, if I find an actual one of these, I'll update you. And when I get eventually the the genuine pair of these, once again, I'll keep you updated on that. I do have a flashlight, however, it is currently packed up in a moving box. It is the correct angle head flashlight, but anyway, that's about all I have to say, so I'll see you next time.